Welcome to the Yoga with Tim Transform Challenge, a free course that includes yoga, breathwork, mobility, and strength training. It's a new total body program that's designed to help you look and feel your best. Let's get started. Begin seated. Adjust your pelvis so that it isn't tipped forward or back. Balance your head right up over top of your pelvis. Close your eyes. Draw your awareness inward. Breathe down into your spine. Feel the discs become buoyant. Space for the joints of your spine. Let your shoulders relax. Relax your neck. Relax your jaw. Soften your inner ear and allow the sound around you to drop in through your inner ear. Feel the sensation in your body of your breath moving in and out. Let the sounds drop in. And allow your meditation on the sound around you and the movement of the breath to help you anchor into presence. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Fill your lungs from the bottom all the way up to the top. Let all the breath out. Feel the sides of the rib cage move in and down. Feel the abdomen deflate. One more conscious breath. Breathe down into your belly. Feel your side ribs lift and spread. And let it all out. Now open your eyes and come onto your hands and your knees. Place your hands underneath your shoulders, your knees under your hips. With your toes curled under, sit your hips back halfway towards your heels. As you inhale, twist open, reach your right arm up. As you exhale, slide your right hand behind your left forearm and reach. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, twist. Inhale, open back up. Feel your left side lower belly lift towards your right chest. And exhale, spin your back ribs towards your right wrist as you perhaps lower your right shoulder down, maybe even lower your head down. And if you can lower the shoulder and the head, you can take your arm to reach overhead. Breathe down into your spine again. Feel the space for the joints. Slowly with control, come back up. Lift from your center. Inhale, twist open, reach your left arm. Exhale. Inhale, open up. Exhale, twist. Inhale, open up. Exhale, twist. And hold here. Or if you have the freedom to move deeper, try lowering the shoulder, head, and maybe taking the right arm overhead. Notice how the breath, when you go towards a deep stretch, has a tendency to become shallow. Instead, breathe back down towards your pelvis, your abdomen. Feel the floating discs of the spine become buoyant again. Put your right hand back down and come back up. Then bring your right leg out to the side. Press down into your hands, open up your chest. As you inhale, slowly stretch your hips back towards your left heel. As you exhale, come forward. Press into your knuckles and see if you can lean your shoulders forward slightly to increase the flexibility of your wrists. As you inhale, stretch back. Hug the armpits in and down. Stretch your buttock back. Exhale, come forward. Pressing into the knuckles, leaning the shoulders forward without any pain in the wrists. Inhale, stretch back. Exhale, come forward. Balance the shoulders over the heel of the hand and change legs. Step your left foot out to the side. As you inhale, stretch back. Hug the armpits in and down. As you exhale, glide forward. Press into the knuckles. Feel the wrists start to open up. Exhale, stretch back. And come forward. Last one. Rebend your left knee. Now round your back and look back at your navel as you exhale. Inhale to extension. Take the lower back into a back bend, middle back, upper back, and neck. Exhale to round your lower back, middle back, upper back, and neck. Inhale, lower back into a back bend, middle, upper back, neck. Now come into neutral. Take your right arm forward, turn your thumb up. Reach your left leg back. Press the big toe mound down, engage the leg, squeeze your buttock towards your heel. With your navel in, lift your back leg up. Exhale, draw the elbow knee towards each other. Inhale, back to starting position. Exhale, draw in. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, pull in. Inhale, reach out. Lower your hand and your knee. Change sides. Take your left arm forward. Reach your right leg back. Press the big toe mound down. Engage the muscles of the leg. Now from your strong glute, lift the heel up just an inch or two. Keep your belly in, your rib cage lifted away from the ground. As you exhale, pull in. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, pull in. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, draw in. Inhale, reach out. Lower your hand and your knee down. Then one leg at a time, step into a plank position. If it's too much on your wrists, you can just keep your knees down. Press into your hands. Spread your shoulder blades from the bottom and draw them down onto your back. So blades broad on the back, blades on the back, not up into the neck. Lift up the bottom rib cage. Draw your belly in. Engage your legs. Press back through the feet. Reach forward through your collarbones. Feel them spread. 2 more breaths here. For an added degree of challenge, see if you can bring your right knee up to your right elbow. Then change. Stretch the leg back. Set the knees down and stretch back into child's pose. So in child's pose, you can drop into this pose at any time in the practice where you feel like it's too much, you need a break. The practice of yoga isn't about getting it all perfect initially. So let go of judgment. Be present, be in your body, work your edge. Come back up. Step back into plank, or keep the knees down. Bring your right knee to right elbow. Change, left knee to left elbow. Right knee to right elbow. Left knee to left elbow. One more round. Then lift your hips up towards the sky and stretch back into downward facing dog. Spread your toes, reach the toes forward, and press down into your hands. Now bend your knees and reach your hips as far away from your wrists as you can. Feel the spine decompress with your breath. See if you could stretch your right leg towards straight without losing that length, and then change legs. Maybe both legs, or maybe keep a little bend in the knees. Then look in between your hands, walk your feet forward. As you inhale, slide your hands up your shins, make a flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come all the way up, raise your arms. Exhale, samastiti. Inhale, raise your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come into a flat back. Step your left leg back into a lunge. Lower your knee down. Pull your right thigh back, press down through your left knee and draw it forward as you inhale, come up. Feel your legs engage. Lift out of your lower back. As you exhale, bend your elbows and do a baby back bend in your upper back. Inhale, reach your arms back up. Bring your left hand down and twist. Take your right arm up. With your back toes curled under, lift your back knee up. Relax your neck and your jaw. Breathe down into your spine. Bring your right hand down. Step back into plank pose. Lower slow and controlled all the way down onto your belly. Knees down as a modification. Inhale, come into cobra. Press down through your rib cage, press down through your legs. Feel a back bend come from the bra line up. Try not to let the neck hinge. Reach the back of the skull away from the buttocks. Lower your chest back down. Press up into plank, hands and knees, or with legs straight. Stretch back into downward facing dog. Feel free to use child's pose instead of downward dog if the wrists or the shoulders start to fatigue. Inhale, raise your right leg up. Lift up from the inner thigh. Buttock moves towards the heel. Navel in. Exhale, shift into plank, pull your knee up to your chest. Step your foot up by your thumb. Inhale, elongate. Pull the fingertips back, engage the lats again as you reach your heart forward. Exhale, step your back leg forward and fold. Inhale, come all the way up, raise your arms. Perhaps look up and touch. Exhale, samastiti. Inhale, raise your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step your right leg back and lower your knee. Draw your left thigh back. Move down and forward through your right leg as you inhale, come up. Feel the work of the legs, helping you to lift up and get space to your lower back. As you exhale, bend the elbows, back bend way up in your upper back. Inhale, your arms back up. Bring your right hand down and twist. Take your left arm up. Now lift your back knee up, but keep your left thigh drawing back and hug your left hip into the midline. As you inhale, lengthen through your spine, through your crown, like there was a string on your head pulling you straight ahead. Bring your left hand down, step back into plank pose, hold in your plank. Lower slowly onto your belly, knees down or not. Inhale into cobra. Exhale, lower your chest, press up into plank. Glide back into downward dog. Inhale, raise your left leg up, lift from the inner thigh. Exhale, bring knee to chest as you shift into plank. Push the floor down, spread your shoulder blades, pull your belly up. Squeeze your heel towards your butt. Step your foot up to your thumb. Inhale, up onto your fingertips, lengthen. Exhale, step forward and fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, Samastiti. Inhale, raise your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step back into plank pose. Inhale, hold in your plank. Exhale, lower slowly onto your belly, perhaps pausing at elbow height for an added degree of challenge. Inhale into cobra pose. Now lift your hands up an inch up off the mat. Feel the muscles in your upper back start to work. Blades onto the back. Blades in and down now. Engage your legs. Now slide the hands back towards the side ribs. And as you inhale, perhaps roll into upward facing dog, depending on the health of your lumbar spine. If you have a history of lower back issues, just work with the low cobra instead. Now stretch back into down dog. Bend your knees and look forward. Step or float up to the front. Inhale into a flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale into chair pose. Bend your knees, sit your hips back and raise your arms. Stand, Samastiti. Inhale into chair pose. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, raise your right leg up, keeping your rib cage, your belly in. Exhale, shift into plank, pull your knee up. Do your best to step your right foot up to your right thumb. Pull your right thigh back, hug your right hip in. Press down through your right foot, and as you inhale, come up, raise your arms. Feel the sides of the neck easy. Feel your tricep muscles strong. Hug the triceps in and lift up through your elbows and through your fingers. Bring your hands back down. Step back into plank pose. Engage your legs and your glutes. Lower slowly to chaturanga. Inhale into cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, raise your left leg up. Exhale, bring your knee to your chest, pull up. Step your foot up to your thumb as best you can. Pull your thigh back, hug your hip in, push straight down through your heel, and as you inhale, come right up through the midline. Take in the breath and the sounds around you. Bring your hands back down. Step back into plank pose. Take a vinyasa, which is lowering to chaturanga and moving to up dog, or just stretch back into downward facing dog. Bend your knees and look in between your hands. Step or float up to the front. Inhale into a flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale into chair pose. Stand Samasthiti. Now bring the weight over into your left foot and press straight down through your left heel. Slide your right heel up the inseam of your left leg. Take it as high as you can comfortably without straining. Then bring your palms together. Press into the center of your left heel. Now start to engage the muscles of your right buttock as you stretch from your right inner upper thigh, your groin, towards your knee. Once you're steady, try taking your arms up. Bring your arms back down. Lower your leg down. Change sides. Shift the weight into your right foot. Slide your left heel up the inseam of your leg. Go to the place that feels comfortable without straining, but to where you feel steady sensation of stretch. Feel your left buttock start to engage without hardening your groin. Soften the groin, stretch it towards the knee. Once you're steady, try taking your arms up. Don't struggle or strain. Fix your gaze on one point straight ahead that's not moving. But don't stare, let the eyes be soft and passive. So the eyes can help to create a meditative state. Soften the gaze, as if you're looking through the back of your skull forward. Take in the whole 180 degrees in front of you. Bring your arms down. Lower your leg down. Then step your left foot back about 4.5, maybe 4 feet, depending on how long your legs are. Have your ankles about wrist width apart, but stand tall. Draw your rib cage in, tailbone straight down towards the ground. Then angle your left leg in slightly. Turn your right leg out 90 degrees. Turn the thigh so your knee points in the same direction as your foot. As you press into your back heel, pull up through a hair on top of your head. Keep your rib cage in. And as you exhale, bend your knee. Warrior 2. Notice that your core will want to give up by letting the rib cage dip forward. Instead, on your exhalation, hug in through all 4 sides of your ribs, in and down towards your hips. Then as you inhale, breathe into the spine evenly. Place your right hand onto the outside of your foot, onto a block or onto the floor, or forearm onto thigh as you take your left arm over. Press into your feet. Inhale, come back into Warrior 2. Flip your right palm up. Inhale, reach up. Come back to Warrior 2. Straighten your right leg. Keep your thigh turned. Reach and place your hand down onto your shin, ankle, onto a block or onto the floor. Don't go so low to where your spine starts to round, but instead, reach from your back hip into your back heel and imagine you're being pulled from the string on top of your head again, in the same line as your right big toe. By meditating on the breath and the sensations in your body, merge into the field of awareness. feel a balanced sensation of stabilizing and stretching. Don't overdo, but don't underdo. Press into your feet and come back up. Turn your right leg in so your feet are parallel. Rib cage in, tailbone in, chest open. Balance your head right up on top. Now angle your right leg in slightly. Turn your left leg out 90 degrees. Press into your back heels. You pull up through your crown. Bend your left knee. Warrior two. Just like we practice in tree, as you press into your back foot, feel your left outer buttock start to engage and stretch from your left groin to your left knee. So feel the balance between how much you're engaging and stretching. If you over squeeze the left buttock, you'll feel the left groin harden. If you don't do anything, you'll tend to sink into your flexibility, sink into your joints. Instead, use the grip of the hip. Then from here, tip from your pelvis, forearm to thigh or hand onto the outside of the foot. Take your top arm over. Press into your feet. Inhale, come back up into warrior two. Flip your palm up, reach up. Come back to warrior two. Now straighten your leg and reach out for triangle pose. Press into your feet, and as you inhale, come back up. Step up to the top of your mat. Inhale, the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, make a flat back. Step back into plank pose. Set your knees down, set your elbows down. Clasp your hands and press your forearms down into the mat. And curl your toes under, lift your hips straight up. As you press into your forearms, imagine I have my knee in your upper back. Don't let the upper back round. But then lift the bottom of the rib cage at the same time. Now if you have the upper back and the rib cage in, for an added degree of challenge, you could try taking your left leg up. Don't let your hips twist open. Instead, feel the glute engage and turn the inner thigh towards the ceiling. Lift from the inner thigh. Lower your leg down. Change legs. Instead of letting the glute max take over and the thigh turn out, squeeze the middle buttock in and down to the heel and lift from your inner thigh. Press your forearms. Rib cage in. Lower your leg back down, walk into plank on your forearms. Hold here for 5. Hug the side ribs in and down. Pull your lower belly up. Squeeze your leg muscles, breathe through your nose. Then slowly with control, lower your hips down, point your toes back and turn your palms up. Sphinx pose. Turn your palms down, lower your chest, press up on the hands and knees, then cross your legs behind you and sit back. Sit with your legs stretched straight out in front of you. Ground down through your sit bones. Roll your shoulders and your chest open. Then from this position, lean your torso back about halfway. Slide your heels towards you, balance in between your tailbone and sit bones as you lift your legs up. Keep your spine buoyant, lower belly in. Train your front ribs to hug in and down as you take the arms forward. Then lower your heels down and control yourself down onto the mat. See if you can come right to your back ribs. Hug your front ribs in. Squeeze your lower belly in. And practice taking one leg forward. Change legs. Hold with the one leg forward, or for added challenge, see if you can take both legs forward at the same time. Bend your knees, lower your head down, grab a hold of the sides of your sticky mat, pull gently out to the side and rotate your biceps out. Feel your shoulder heads drop down, and now as you press into your feet, lift your hips up. Keep your knees pointing straight ahead, all 10 toes pointing straight ahead. Move your buttock towards the back of your knees and draw the skin from the back of the knees towards the buttock. Contract the hamstrings and the glutes, but soften your groins and your throat. Lower your hips back down. Open your arms to the side. Cross your right ankle over your left knee and slowly let your legs fall over to the left as you let your right shoulder head drop down towards the ground to open your chest. Breathe into your spine. Take in the sounds, but also listen to the inner body. Come back to center. Change the cross of your legs. Left ankle over your right knee. Slowly let your legs fall over to the right. Relax your jaw. Soften your tongue. Come back to center. Hug your knees towards your chest. Take happy baby, reach onto the insides of your knees and take your big toes, or if you're more flexible, the outside of your feet. Start to open the feet out to the side. Let your hips drop down, your shoulders relax, and your neck lengthen. Breathe through your nose. Set your feet back down onto your mat and stretch your legs out one at a time. With your feet slightly wider than hip distance apart and your hands about a foot away from your body, let your feet fall open. Let your palms turn open. From head to toe, let go completely. Feel the muscles in your feet and your legs relax. Let the hips and the abdomen soften. Relax the muscles in your back, your hands and in your arms. Relax your shoulders. Empty the tension in your jaw and in your tongue. Let all the muscles of your face completely relax. Then gently bend your knees. Roll over to your side. And press up to seated. Bring your palms together. Thank you. Namaste. So thanks so much for joining me for day 1 of the challenge. If you're in on the challenge, I'm going to have you do a few things. First, click the link in the description or go to my website, yogawithtim.com. Make sure that you're signed up for the challenge. When you sign up, I'll send you daily emails with the challenge video and just some words of encouragement about the video. Also, there's going to be a strength component in this year's challenge. So if you want to participate that, you can get some resistance bands. I'll put a link below. If you have some at home already, those should work just fine. If you don't want to do the resistance training, that's fine. You can just do an extra yoga day. So I'm stoked that you're in on this challenge with me, and I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one.